When I was a young girl, my mother was always making meals for someone, and she would press me into service saying, "Oh, honey, could you take this down the street to Mrs. So-and-so who's been sick?" Or she would take me to the hospital with her to visit the elderly. And I didn't even realize it at the time, but it was such a great role model for me.
Grew up in a small town in western Kentucky, Princeton, Kentucky. I'm an only child. That's why I'm probably like this. Had two amazing parents. My mother had 9 brothers and sisters. My father had some brothers and sisters in town. Nobody lived too far away. I think at one point we had 5 of my mother's brothers and sisters living on the same street. But a big deal for me was our church. We went to a Baptist church that was about a half a mile from our house. We were there on Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night for prayer meeting, Thursday night reaching out to people in discipleship, and as a young guy, Friday night was Royal Ambassadors. And so in a small town, so much of life centered around the church, which turned out to be a very positive impact on my life.
My first job out of college was teaching high school English. And that was a really fun job for me because I loved my students. And I loved trying to find ways to show them how unique they each were.
Well, my first job out of college was a teacher. And we taught in the same school. And guess what? Everybody wanted to be in Mary's class, and nobody wanted to be in my class.
That's not true. You
so
had the most fun class
they relegated
on
me to the tennis coach and the speech coach and, drive the van around. Teachers have an amazing impact. And when I look at all of the benefit we have both received from people speaking into our lives, teaching us things. I mean, one of the things that I'm really high on, people who know me well have heard me say this, genius is not IQ. Genius is finding out what you're made for and getting to do it 80% of the time or more.
And over the years, I've come to realize the way that I can leave a legacy or make the biggest difference is through being focused in on God, through Bible study, through prayer time, through rising up early and just soaking in His Word.
Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy, being asked to kind of be on the startup team, oh my goodness. I mean, we were so delighted because it was something we were mutually interested in, and it was all about the most important thing, your family and your faith.
If eternity is as far as a person can see in this room from one side to the other, my life is just a tiny dot on that line of eternity. But my life in heaven with the bridegroom of the universe is going to stretch on forever with fellowship and with love and with serving and with peace and joy. So that gives me great perspective. I've also heard it said that God will use any old bush that will burn. And as I think about myself, I think I'm an old bush. I'm getting to be older all the time. And I just want my life to burn brighter for Christ and for His kingdom with every passing year.
For over 30 years, I've had a very specific purpose that I tell other people about because I think it helps hold me accountable. And that has been to honor God with the time and talent that I've been given and use those two things, the time and the talent, in a balanced way to hopefully make a significant difference for my family, my friends, and my business associates, now and for eternity.
Mom and Dad, congratulations. Ben and I have been so blessed to have your guidance, your loving care, and your strong example over the years. Not only have you poured your hearts into our lives, but you've done so for thousands in the community, creating an everlasting impact for God's kingdom.
Dad, you poured your life into so many people in this city and so many organizations and been such a champion for the right things. Thank you for all you've taught me on how to be a Christian, how to be a father, how to be a businessman. And Mom, you've been such a steady constant for our family, behind the scenes, such a prayer warrior for us, seeing all the right things for our family through to fruition, and all the great things you've done for organizations in such a humble way. We love you and we're proud of you.
We just wanted to say that you always talk so much about other people that are others-centered in town, and we're so excited that tonight you're being honored for how you've been others-centered towards so many people in this community, and will continue to be. So congratulations.
Bye. Bye.
Hi, this is Mike Huckabee, and I want to say congratulations to Ron and Mary as being selected for this special evening of Salute to Leaders. As Cincinnati Christian University honors special people, I can't think of any two people more special than Ron and Mary. They're dear friends of mine. We've traveled together to Israel. We've been on some campaign trips together, but we've just been able to share some good times as friends. And one of the things that I've always admired is the integrity with which Ron and Mary operate their personal lives, and also the generosity to which they have contributed to godly causes, not only in Ohio, but all over the world. Again, congratulations, Ron and Mary. I can't think of anybody more deserving than you.